Overall, what do you think of tonight's game? What was really the difference for RPI?
Well, I didn't think we showed up to compete what we had been. I thought our effort and our compete overall was not to the standard of what we've typically been. So that was disappointing right from the start. I think the guys entered the game. We had some guys out of the lineup tonight, and there was a little uncertainty in the minds of the guys, a collective group of getting out there and getting after it and believe they could win. And I thought that was probably the biggest difference is we just didn't compete at the level we had been, and our execution of the puck was bad. We didn't make plays. We threw pucks around tonight, and they're a good team. They play hard, and when they get their opportunities, they execute with the puck, and we gave them the puck a lot tonight.
As a coach, is that kind of a decision you have to make with Ryan not playing tonight when something else happens after the game or late in the game that costs you guys? I mean, is it tough to bench a guy that had a hat trick the night before? But is it just one of those things as a coach sometimes you have to send a bigger message to?
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
That's the accountability standard in our program. That's stuff that's not not acceptable. We're not going to put up with it. And unfortunately, he made the poor decision for that undisciplined penalty. It cost us the game. It's a tough lesson to learn, and we learn as a collective group.
I was asking you about just, what have you liked about your team coming back from the second semester? The things you've seen, improvement in maybe from the first part of the year after you got back from break?
Yeah, our last 3 or 4 games, we've executed the puck much better, and we didn't do that tonight. I mean, the people that are here at last night's game compared to tonight saw a major difference as far as making plays with the puck and poised plays, supporting the puck, and working together. And tonight was not that. It was just throwing pucks around in panic mode.
The other thing, obviously, I know each game is different, but is it tough sometimes on a team if you have kind of a really heartbreaking kind of loss to have to come back the next day and play out there? I mean, can it ever carry over a little bit where they're just kind of still disappointed about how the game ended the night before, or is that something you guys have been good about not dwelling on?
No, I think our guys have been good about that. We tried to do a good job as a group of dealing with it and put it behind us. And the meeting this morning, I thought the guys had a real good mindset coming out of our meetings, ready to go tonight. And obviously, so I don't think there was a carryover effect from last night.
Right.
So that's something. But again, we got to be a 60-minute team that executes and plays hard, and those 2 things weren't there tonight.
All right, just Dave, can you give us initial thoughts on the game, 3-0 win here tonight?
Well, I thought we had to really battle. I mean, through 2 periods, it was that save remained some really big saves to keep it at 1-0, and I thought our 3rd period was one of our best periods of the year. Real mature period, cycled pucks, controlled the play, and really limited any chances that they had until they had the extra attacker.
Like last night, it was a one-thing game for most of the game. What was the kind of word on the bench? Just, you feel like you're doing the right thing and moving the puck and getting chances?
Yeah, you know what? It was a harder game tonight with just the flow. I thought last night we were crisp and sharp from start to finish, and tonight it was a harder game to just execute the simple things. And we were sloppy at times, but the bench just kept talking. We just kept trying to play the right game, trying to make the simple passes and the simple plays. And I think, to start the 3rd period, it was all there.
The ASHBROOK and Gornell and Leppinen line produced a couple of goals tonight as well. What are they doing right to continue to score here?
Well, ASHBROOK and Gornell have been together all year. I think they both can skate. They both can handle the puck. And now with Leppinen with them, all 3 guys can think the game. So I thought that their energy and their play with their feet really made a big difference tonight.
And for historical purposes, the 5th ever sweep of the North Country. Why do you think it's so hard to sweep up here? It's just been the history of these programs?
Yeah, I mean, St. Lawrence and Clarkson are 2 really good teams, and everybody has their ups and downs, but it's hard to sweep on the road anywhere. And I did share that fact with our guys, and they gave a nice round of cheers to each other, because we know how hard we work to get these 2. We work really hard. We work together, and it does feel special.
First shutout of the season. Last question. First shutout of the season for you guys. Especially late there, Sabre had to make some big stops. 6-on-4, 6-on-5.
Yeah, I thought he when it was 1-0. I think we gave up 5 breakaways. I mean, that's not in our game plan. So saves made big stops at critical times to keep it at 1-0, and that was awesome.
What did you think about tonight's game? And do you feel better about it than maybe last night because you guys played so solid on defense? Or?
No, I think last night was a better game for us. I don't think we played to our capabilities tonight. We had guys that could have been better across the board. And that's what it's going to take to win right now and get us out of the funk.
Obviously, next weekend's the last set of games here. How much motivation is it to try to get the win in this building before you go back to Appleton?
Yeah, I mean, just to win anywhere at this point, we gotta get the ball rolling and the ship turned around here.
As far as once you got back from BREKKE, is there anything you've noticed that's different about that? Anything you've seen positive change-wise from the first semester?
You know, I think our offense is you know, it didn't show tonight, but our offensive in the past 3 games before this has, we've seen some things, you know, staying in front of the net that we haven't done before that in the first half of the season. So I'm really pleased with seeing that and looking to build off that.
First off, just first multi-goal game for you. The first one, what did you see on it? And then maybe you can touch on the empty netter, just kind of spun around and fired there.
Yeah, on that first play, I mean, Ovi made a great play, just a good hard low play, and then Gorns went down and battled and came out with the puck, and I just tried to find a little bit of open ice, and he made a great play.
Both nights you guys scored the first goal of the game too. How does that help when you're on the road, especially when you're trying to get a sweep too?
Yeah, first goal is always huge. I think we were really trying to do that both nights, and it paid off.
Tristan, what's the chemistry like with you and Gorney and Leppinen there? How's it been the last few weeks now?
I think our line chemistry has been really good lately. I think we're finding good times to use each other, finding where each other's going to be. We know kind of what each other's tendencies are, and I think I really like playing with those guys, and they've been playing great.
And you guys got the shutout tonight, first of the year. What do you think led to that? What were some kind of the keys for you guys defensively? Penalty kill was perfect again.
Yeah, our penalty kill is something we have been really taking a lot of pride in. Our goaltender saves, as you guys know, he played a great game tonight, so we're definitely thanking him for a couple of big stops there. And overall, just found a way to get it done this weekend.
What did you like about the way you guys played as a unit this weekend on defense?
Yeah, it was just communication. I thought, all week we sort of emphasized that we were going to have to talk a lot coming up here in the North Country, hard place to play. And, I thought that talking with every D was talking, goalies were talking, and it worked out for us.
The other part of that I was going to ask you about was obviously Clarkson's number 4, St. Lawrence has been struggling. How tough is it after a big win like that to not come into today's game and kind of not be as intense?
Yeah, obviously it's hard. I think at the beginning of the game we weren't playing as hard as we could. Like you said, coming off a big win like that, it's sometimes hard to get focused, but I thought we did a good job regrouping and coming out hard in the third.